Robbins, and I'm from the North Carolina Zoo. I'm the Assistant Network Administrator, but my staff calls me the Point of Sale Goddess. We have two warehouses, one that is our gift warehouse for the receiving of all the things for the gift shop. The other warehouse is our general warehouse for supplies to run the zoo. We also use it in our 3 gift shops. Of course, it's their basic retail locations. They sell souvenirs and trinkets and things. Then we have 2 admissions locations. So we use Counterpoint systems in those locations for selling tickets. Our tickets are not just an adult, child, and senior. There's all kinds of discounts and promotions and, free tickets. We're able to track with custom tables what the weather was like, because it's very important for us to know why an attendance day is off. Was it a holiday? Was it the weather bad?
My name is Amanda Leahy, and I work for iTech Attractions, and I am the Warehouse Operations Manager. We have 4 different stores, and there's a clock shop, a jewelry counter, a collectible store, and a home decorating kind of store.
Allison Ike, Herd Museum Shops. We use Counterpoint in admissions, the shops, the cafe, our fine art gallery, and we have 2 locations. So there's 4 separate companies, and then within each of those companies we have separate locations. We also use CP Online, which we're very fond of. In fact, we're getting ready to launch a brand new website, and we've worked very closely with your support team. So that's been a big help to us.
I'm Nick Wilson from the Corning Museum of Glass. I'm the technical coordinator there. We are using Counterpoint for our retail sales, our admission sales, and in our food service area. We have a coffee bar with gourmet coffees, and then we also have a cafeteria, cafe-style seating, so like a buffet type thing. We use Radiant Hardware. We have Counterpoint. We use CP Online, CP Gateway.
I'm David Rector. I'm with the Biltmore Company. I'm in the IT department. I'm responsible for the support of Counterpoint SQL and CP Online with our retail department. Well, we have 9 retail shops or stores, getting ready to add 2 more. So we use Counterpoint SQL for our brick and mortar stores, and also we're using CP Online at Biltmore.com, and we've really used the heck out of it, and we like the heck out of it.
Print the admission tickets right out of the systems. We have ride locations throughout the park. We offer combo tickets, and of course they get their little ride tickets right there, so that when they go to the rides they don't have to stand in line again. They can just go directly to the ride. So they really seem to like that. And of course it's a value add for the customer. So we do a whole lot with different pricing rules and discounts and promotions and stuff around there. The canned reports that came in Counterpoint were perfect. It is exactly what those guys needed. But for admissions needs, they needed to know it was an adult, it was a child or a senior, it was, some sort of discount, or if it was one of the rides and how many. They also want to apply that to what the weather is, or if it was a holiday, and do comparisons. So we had to do a lot of custom reports to be able to pull those specific pieces of information out, because they had technically over the years kept these in spreadsheets. And I wanted Counterpoint to just spit this stuff out. So I created several custom reports, and of course we just hang them right off the menu, so the end users at the admissions area, they can just go to the menu. They've got a little tab up there that says admissions reports. It's got all of the reports in there, and of course then they can customize it and change the dates and say, no, I just want to see a certain category or what have you. They don't have to know anything about Crystal Reports. It doesn't have to be on their machines, and they get their information without having to ask for help. About 1.5 years ago, we purchased Outbound as an add-on piece, and Outbound was written some time back, and it talks directly to Counterpoint. It would be great if we could do the live connection to where you make a reservation and I know about it right now, but because we're a state agency and they won't let us do that, we have, Chelarondo and Outbound created an import process for us to where it batches up at night and we import. The cool thing about that is that those reservations, those ticket sales are sitting in Counterpoint, so that when the people show up at the gate, we're expecting them. We know how many should be with them. We know whether they've paid or whether they owe us. And we had a whole lot of problems with that previously when we were trying to do all this manual. So that's been a godsend, just right there, and being able to know what's going on. They go online and they purchase their tickets, you know, with whatever type of ticket it is, a group sale or a combo tickets, or grandma just wants to bring the kids out this weekend because it's going to be pretty. They can print the tickets at home. We also will, if it's a lot of corporate picnics, they want to get their tickets and hand them out to the employees, and they want the little fancy tickets. So we have, you know, the ticket printers to where we can say, it's got our logo and everything on it, and we can say, this is the Radiant Systems corporate picnic, and also we'll have their picnic location and time on the ticket, so if they're in the park and don't know where they're at, they can ask anybody in a zoo uniform and they can tell them where they need to be. We've got custom profile fields with those that we use for making sure the grade levels of the students, because we find that, and we use that one particularly not so much for marketing, but for our staffing, because we know that if we have a certain age group of children there, we need more staffing. And so if we know that we've got an enormous amount of middle schoolers, we need more rangers and custodians in the park. We use all kinds of profile fields and stuff. All of our reporting is used as things to recontact customers and to change what we're offering so that we can get, because we live and die by repeat business. I mean, just because they've been to the zoo, we don't need them to forget and not show back up ever again. We want them to come back before the year's out. We want them to come back year after year. So we use all that information, and of course those profiling fields is how we know where to market to.
We use it for our POS systems in the stores, any sales or lookups we want to make. I wouldn't want to try anything else. I've been with Counterpoint for like 7 years and I like it.
And you'd mentioned to me earlier that you guys use it for the inventory reporting?
Yes, any reports for the inventories, or if customers need to know what items we have, or if the clerks want to know what items we have or we're out of.
Okay, now what report do you think you would use most?
I use the sales history report most.
The sales history? And
yeah,
what do you use that for?
to replenish the stores of everything they'd sold the day before.
Okay, and that works out well? You get what you need from that report?
I get everything I need from that report.
Well, you know, our industry is different because we deal with almost completely 100% one-of-a-kind art that's never replicated. And the inventory management features that Counterpoint offers are superior. We have a very tight inventory management system and procedure, and our annual inventories are stupendous. So I would say all of the attributes in the inventory management and the history really work well for us, along with the sales history.
We like that it was coming from the software, and the hardware was all coming from one location, so that if something for some reason didn't work, it was still the same company and not multiple companies. I mean, we're able to process thousands of tickets, sometimes thousands of tickets in an hour, with no downtime and great support. We're looking for the one-stop package that allowed us to use gift cards and things like that, all within the 3 different locations that we have.
It just runs and runs and runs. We're getting ready to place an order for more Radiant registers, and we've thoroughly enjoyed it. Especially from an IT perspective, it's made our lives a lot easier. Another thing that I particularly like about it is the ability to get the data out of it. In addition to the reports that come with Counterpoint SQL out of the box.